it's also important to point out that the emperor was a Christian emperor. And I think that Christians, regardless of their confession, still looked up to him as a sort of a very important figure. And one piece of evidence for that is the Apocalypse of Pseudo-Methodius, which is written in the late 7th century, which very well may have been written by a Chalcedonian. But it's, I think the first time it's cited is by a member of the Church of the East, so-called Nestorian. And it's preserved largely, or maybe exclusively, in Miaphysite manuscripts. And why? So the star of this, one of the stars is the Roman emperor, is one of the stars of this thing. And what's the Roman emperor? He comes back at the end of time and he defeats the Muslims, right? And so if people were so happy to cast off the Roman emperor's yoke, why were they preserving down through the Middle Ages a text in which the Byzantine emperor, the Roman emperor, would come and liberate the Middle East if people were so happy to cast off his yoke? So I think that one thing itself, and this is a widely influential, it's a hugely influential apocalyptic text throughout the Middle Ages, East and West. It's translated into Latin, it gets into Slavonic, it gets into Greek, very quickly after its composition in the late 7th century. So the very fact of that text transmission and preservation in Syriac by non-Chalcedonian communities, I think, tells you that the emperor was a symbol of hope, regardless of his confession, because he was a Christian emperor. That complicates things. The first thing.